Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This is Saadat Ali, SS Physics at DPS and Intercollege Sahiwal. I welcome you to our online channel. I am here to teach you physics. So let's start our today's topic.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today's our topic is motion of freely falling bodies from chapter number 2, kinematics. The objectives of our today's lesson are: the students will be able to know about what are the freely falling bodies, what is gravitational acceleration, how equations of motion change for the objects falling freely, and how to solve numerical problems for freely falling bodies and having gravitational acceleration. First of all, let's recall some previous knowledge. In the previous lessons, we have learnt about the acceleration. We know that acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity of a body. Also, we learnt about the uniform acceleration. We can define uniform acceleration as: a body has uniform acceleration if it has equal change in velocity in equal intervals of time, however short the interval may be. Then we learnt about the equations of motion. We know that the first equation of motion is given as Vf is equal to Vi plus At. Here Vf represents final velocity, Vi represents initial velocity, A acceleration, and T represents time. Second equation of motion is S is equal to Vit plus half At square. Third equation of motion, 2As is equal to Vf square minus Vi square. Now coming on to our today's topic, that is motion of freely falling objects. First of all, the question arises that what are the freely falling objects? An object that is moving only under the action of gravity is said to be freely falling. So we can say that an object on which only force of gravity is acting, that is called as the freely falling object. After this, there comes another term that is called as the gravitational acceleration. Dear students, the gravitational acceleration is defined as the acceleration of a freely falling body is called as the acceleration due to gravity or the gravitational acceleration. Now, what is the value of this gravitational acceleration? This acceleration is constant and is denoted by small letter g. The value of this gravitational acceleration is 9.8 meter per second square, which is commonly taken as 10 meter per second square at the sea level on the surface of the earth. This value of gravitational acceleration, that is 9.8 meter per second square, it is also equivalent to 32 feet per second square. Now let's understand when this value of g is taken as positive and when this is taken as negative. The value of g is considered as positive for the objects that are moving downwards, and its value is taken as negative for the objects moving upwards. The value of g remains constant for all the objects regardless of their mass. This remarkable fact that all the freely falling objects fall at the same rate was first proposed by Galileo almost 400 years ago. So Galileo was the first scientist who came up with the idea that all the freely falling objects have same acceleration independent of their mass. As you can see in this diagram, that an elephant and a stone, they are falling from the same height and they strike the ground at the same time. The motion of a freely falling body is an example of uniformly accelerated motion. The value of g does not change with time. In describing the free fall of a body, weight, size, or shape of the body are not considered. In vacuum, where air resistance is absent, a small ball or a stone will fall with the same acceleration as an elephant that will fall towards the ground. Now, if we talk about the velocity of the freely falling object, the object has zero velocity in its first position. That is, when the object is not dropped from the certain height towards the ground, it has zero velocity. At equal time intervals, the velocity of the object increases uniformly when falling downwards. For an object moving vertically upwards, its velocity decreases and is zero when it reaches its maximum height. Now, if we talk about the equations of motion for the objects moving under the gravity, these equations change with some factors when we talk about the objects that are falling freely. As we read about the first equation of motion, its value was given as Vf is equal to Vi plus At. But in case of freely falling objects, the acceleration, it is replaced by the gravitational acceleration, and it is mentioned by small g, and the first equation of motion will be written as Vf is equal to Vi plus Gt. Coming on to the second equation of motion, it was given as S is equal to Vit plus half At square. But in case of freely falling objects, the distance that was mentioned by S, it is replaced by height, which is mentioned by small h, and the acceleration A, it is replaced by small g, that is gravitational acceleration. Coming on to third equation of motion, it was 2as is equal to Vf square minus Vi square. But in case of freely falling objects, as I have told you earlier, that the acceleration will be replaced by the gravitational acceleration small g, and the linear distance that was mentioned as S, it is replaced by small h, that is height of the object. And the third equation of motion for the freely falling objects is mentioned as 2gh is equal to Vf square minus Vi square. If we talk about the applications of the freely falling objects, there are different applications. Some of them are skydiving and the parachuting. Now, dear students, we shall solve some examples related to the freely falling objects, and we shall understand how to solve numericals for the objects that are falling freely. Example number 2.14. A stone is dropped from the top of the tower. The stone hits the ground after 5 seconds. Find the height of the tower and the velocity with which the stone hits the ground. Coming on to solution. As the stone was at rest position before dropping, so the initial velocity will be taken as 0. The gravitational acceleration is 10 meter per second square. Its value is taken as positive because the stone is falling vertically downwards. We have learnt in the lesson that the value of gravitational acceleration is considered positive for the objects that are falling vertically downward direction. Time, it is 5 seconds. We have to find the distance that is mentioned by h, that is the height of the tower, also the final velocity of the stone. Now let's find the height of the tower first. For this purpose we use second equation of motion, that is h is equal to vit plus half gt square. Putting the values, vi initial velocity, it is 0, time, it is 5 seconds, plus half g 10 meter per second square, and t square 5 square. After solving this, 0 multiplied by 5 comes out to be 0, and after solving these terms we get 125 meter. Now let's find the second part of the question, that is the final velocity of the stone. For this purpose we shall use third equation of motion, that is 2gh is equal to vf square minus vi square. Vf square minus 0 square, as vi is having value 0 meter per second, 2 g 10 meter per second square, h height, that is 125 meter. After solving these terms we get vf square is equal to 2500 meter square per second square. As we know that we need to find the final velocity, so taking square root on both sides we are left with vf is equal to 50 meter per second. That is the final velocity of the object. So we can say that the height of the tower is 125 meter and it will hit the ground with a velocity of 50 meter per second. That was our first example. Now coming on to our next example, that is example number 2.15. A boy throws a ball vertically up. It returns to the ground after 5 seconds. Find the maximum height reached by the ball and the velocity with which the ball is thrown up. Coming on to the solution. First of all, we need to find the initial velocity of the ball, that is vi. Here the value of g, it will be taken as minus 10 meter per second square, as the object is moving upwards. Time for upward and downward movement, it is mentioned by T naught, which is the total time, that is 5 seconds. But time for one-sided motion, that is for upward motion or the downward motion, it will be half of the total time. So we are left with 2.5 seconds. Velocity at the maximum height, final velocity, it will be considered as 0 meter per second, because when the object is thrown vertically upwards at its maximum height, it comes to rest for a very short interval of time. So its final velocity will be considered as 0 meter per second. The second thing that we want to calculate, it is the maximum height reached by the ball, which is mentioned by h. Now coming on to the solution. First of all, we find the initial velocity of the ball with which it is thrown in the upward direction. For this purpose, we will utilize the first equation of motion, that is Vf is equal to Vi plus Gt. Here the value of final velocity is 0 meter per second. Vi, that is the initial velocity that we want to calculate, minus 10 meter per second square, it is the value of gravitational acceleration, multiplied by 2.5 seconds, that is the value of time. After solving these terms, we get Vi minus 25 meter per second. So the value of initial velocity, it comes out to be Vi is equal to 25 meter per second, which is obtained by rearranging this equation. This negative term minus 25 meter per second, when we take it to the other side of the equation, it will become plus 25 meter per second. So this is the initial velocity of the ball. Now we find the total height reached by the ball. For this purpose, we utilize second equation of motion. Here h is equal to Vit plus half Gt square. Putting the values in this equation, the initial velocity 25 meter per second, time 2.5 seconds, plus 1 by 2 g having value minus 10 meter per second square into t square, that is 2.5 square. After solving 1 by 2 into minus 10 multiplied by 2.5 second square, we get 62.5 meter minus 31.25 meters. So the total height that is reached by the ball comes out to be 31.25 meters. Thus we can say that the ball was thrown up with a speed of 25 meter per second, and the maximum height to which the ball rises is 31.25 meters. Now coming on to the recapitulation of our today's topic. First of all, we learnt about the freely falling objects. An object that is moving only under the action of gravity is said to be the freely falling. Gravitational acceleration. The acceleration of a freely falling body is called as the acceleration due to gravity or the gravitational acceleration. Value of gravitational acceleration. The acceleration due to gravity or the gravitational acceleration, it is denoted by small letter g, and its value is 9.8 meter per second square. After that, we learnt about the equations of motion, that how they will be changed for the freely falling objects. it is Vf is equal to Vi plus Gt. Second equation of motion, H is equal to Vit plus half Gt square. Third equation of motion, 2Gh is equal to Vf square minus Vi square. Now coming on to our today's assignment. We start with a very simple MCQ. What will be the value of G for the upward moving body, whether it is 10 meter per second, minus 10 meter per second, or minus 10 meter per second square. Second MCQ. A ball is thrown vertically upwards. Its velocity at highest point is minus 10 meter per second, 10 meter per second, or it will be 0. Now coming on to our next question, that is a simple short question. What is meant by the gravitational acceleration? Next question is, write equation of motion for the objects moving under gravity. Dear students, solve this assignment on your NEET registers. I hope today's lesson was helpful for you to understand about the objects that are falling freely and about the gravitational acceleration of the objects. That's all for today. Thank you very much.